Morning Year 5s. It's our English for Tuesday, and it's happened again. I feel like we've done this sheet. It doesn't matter, it's retrieval, we're still looking at the same skills, and if you can remember your answer, that's fine, it's going to help you get them right. But I'm really sure we've done this before. I think my brain is starting to turn to mush a little bit. So, add a possessive pronoun. So Mopsy and Topsy have a new hutch. It is theirs. That's the pronoun for Mopsy and Topsy, and it's possessive. Rewrite this sentence with an adverbial, with the adverbial at the beginning. There you can see during the summer holidays. So there's your time adverbial found at the end there, so that needs to go at the start. Find whether these root words need an ill or an im. Well, it's immature and illegible. Plural possessive apostrophe. It's the children's Halloween outfits. So remember, it's apostrophe S because the word child, pluralised, is changed to children. Whereas dog, when it's pluralised, is dogs, it just has an S on the end. So if the word fully changes for plurals, your plural possessive apostrophe still goes before the S. Tricky one there. And we were looking at that just as lockdown came down, so don't worry if you get caught out by that. Mr. Whoops, this guy, spotted spelling mistakes. Remember and appreciate? That doesn't look quite right. My brain's telling me that doesn't look quite right. Soldiers, obviously, and symbol. Can you change these adjectives to adverbs? So crazily and idly. Lovely. Now, today's tasks, like I said, this week are just short, sharp toolkit, writing features to make sure that we've really got them ready for year 6. If you can do these, Bob's your uncle, you're sorted, okay? And you just need to make sure you're keeping your vocabulary and your language high. So, don't forget, semicolons link two main clauses together that closely relate. So two things that can be two separate sentences, if they closely relate to each other, and you can link them with and, but, or, so, then you can cheat and you can use a semicolon. Now, this is useful sometimes if you think you're doing and but quite a lot. So, quite simply, first one, where would it go? Copy the sentence out, put the semicolon. So yesterday I sat outside in the garden, but it started to rain. It started to rain is a clause. Yesterday I sat out in the garden. The main clause is I sat out in the garden. If you get rid of the but, yesterday I sat outside in the garden, semicolon, it started to rain. They closely relate, don't they? That links to that. It started to rain, I'm telling you this because I was sat in the garden. So there's a semicolon there for so, a semicolon there for and as well. Just because you spot an and or a but or a so doesn't always necessarily mean you can just bung one in there, especially with and. And catches a lot of people out. There's an and, so I could put a semicolon in there. It needs to closely relate. Add the semicolon. So, I haven't put the and, buts and so's in there, but you have got two separate main clauses that closely relate. You've got to decide where the semicolons go. So write them out, put the semicolon. Amy went to get a slice of lemon tart. There were no plates to put it on. Semicolon. But there were no plates to put it on. The grass was getting long from the sun and rain. Mr. Cooper needed to cut the lawn. Semicolon goes in there. You should be able to read it and really hear where it comes. Smoke rose from the chimney like a coiled snake and smeared across the... that should say sky. Typing error. The day was just beginning. The sun was showing its face. It should go there. The day was just beginning and the sun was showing its face. It should go there. So out of all of that, I tried to catch you out and it just goes there. It does not go there. Smeared across the sky is not a main clause on its own. Okay, so I'm hoping I'm hoping I haven't caught you out, but I'm hoping I've caught you out with that. And then at the bottom, 3 sentences of your own choosing using a semicolon. You can write whatever you fancy, okay? Don't forget, these are the bare minimum. If you can do some more for all of these, absolutely fantastic, okay? But that shouldn't take you too long today. Practice your handwriting as well. Get your presentation going, because, September, hopefully, if everything's looking normal-ish, you'll be back and getting cracking in year 6. Boom. So we need to get our presentation back to where it needs to be as well. So good luck with this, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.